All right. I got kicked out somehow. But we're gonna try this again. Um, we're gonna try this again. And I'm going to change my thumbnail. I need to get used to StreamYards. I'm not exactly sure how to change my thumbnail before I actually go live. I don't know if I have to schedule it or plan it or what I have to do, but I'm going to figure that out as well. Let me go into my computer and change this real quick. Today, I'm going to be discussing VA loans and using other types of loans right now. Of course, cash is normally always best to use when you're trying to buy a house. I wouldn't say best, not best, but definitely not best. But in the eyes of the seller, if you have cash, it makes the process easier. It makes the process faster. You pay your cash and you could close in maybe like 2 weeks. But since we are in a market that is changing and not as competitive as it was before, we are seeing now that it's easier to use some of the loan types that were kind of getting denied. If it was cash against a VA loan or FHA loan or USDA loan, they would choose the cash one. Since there's less cash buyers and less competitiveness going on right now, if you were denied before for FHA or VA loan, this could be your chance to get back into the market and try again. If you were in my last live stream, I didn't have my little birds right here. Just got those birds and added them to my bookshelf. I'm going to be adding more and more stuff and seasonal stuff and fun stuff when it comes to Christmas. Let me see. I still have to change my thumbnail really quickly. Let's see. Save image to downloads. And I'm going to upload it on YouTube. And thank you to all of those who have subscribed. I just hit 500 maybe 2 weeks ago, and now I am at like 520, almost 520. So I appreciate that. The channel's going. I only got to get 500 more until the end of the year. So that will be awesome and amazing and fantastic. um, all right, it's uploading now, and then we're going to get right into talking about um, the VA loan. So, in the last 2 years, having a VA loan has been, let's see if this updated, has been quite a challenge. So, they have made it a little bit easier now. Anyway, for some of the small things that VA buyers or some of the minor inconveniences VA buyers had to adhere to, they don't have to adhere to some of those now. And I want to do a video talking about the changes with VA loans in the next 2 weeks at least. I want to talk about it. But for now, yay, updated. Okay, but for now, having a VA loan is not seen as difficult as it once was. So homes are sitting on the market a lot more. So if you have a VA loan and you want to apply to put an offer in on a house, you don't have to have that dark cloud over your head like, oh, I got a VA loan. I got to compete with other loans like conventional and CAT or conventional and FHA. Because even FHA was kind of like beating out VA loans, which is really sad because the whole purpose of having a VA loan is to have no down payment and to get into a house, have a veteran get into a house. So even they were out there having to compete, and it was hard for it is still hard for a lot of people out here to buy homes and be accepted because there's still some competition. But like I said, it's not as bad as it was in the last 2 years. I'm curious to see how these October stats are going to come out. I cannot believe October is going by so fast. It's already the 21st. So we have what, 10 days left in October, and then bam, we're already in November. It feels like November, almost December already because it's like 35 degrees when I woke up yesterday morning. And the first time I checked the temperature this morning, it was about 39 degrees. So it's pretty cold here in Maryland already. And it's just, fall has just been in for about a month or so. But yeah, okay, so let's get back to VA loans. So, um, another thing I wanted to know about having a VA loan, and I want to do a video about this as well, because YouTube doesn't push like live streams like that. But I want to make sure the information gets out there. I've worked with a few VA loan eligible loan buyers And some of them are informed, some of them are not. But you need to be careful going to like those commercial kind of VA loan holders because they charge you, mortgage companies, because they can charge you a lot. You definitely want to still shop around and don't think that just because you're a veteran that they're not going to try to get over on you, because they definitely will try and get over on you. Like, for sure, try to get over on you. And I think it's sad. I think it's really sad that they try to take advantage of. I mean, it's a lot of predatory lending anyway. I mean, just when I think about student loans and stuff like that. But I think it's really sad also when you try to take advantage of a veteran. And they have served the country and they have done great things for the country, and then this is how you repay them. You try to stiff them when it's time for them to buy shelter and charge them all kind of stuff. So anyway, you definitely want to shop around when you're looking for a VA loan, and not just pick the first commercial that you see and say, oh, USAA or whoever, and go that route, because it can come back to kind of be more expensive than you thought. Okay, another thing about having a VA loan is this is a great time to use your VA loan, because my daughter's here and she's been quiet up until right now. So hopefully she won't mess with me. Riley, you feel like filling my water up? Oh, okay, here you go. Okay, thanks. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so having a VA loan right now is a good time to have a VA loan as well, because even though I had just this year a VA buyer who purchased and ended up getting most of his his earnest money back, he only spent about $400, less than $500 to buy the home. But I think a lot of VA buyers don't realize that even though they have no down payment, and you don't have to put any cost towards the loan up front, you still have to pay closing costs, which in Maryland, like I normally say, is about 3.5% of the purchase price. And then on top of that, they're still getting their money because you have to pay a VA funding fee. So that is added to your loan. So the house that I sold for that VA buyer, the last one was in May. For that one, the price of the home was about $400,000, and the VA funding fee for that one was about $15,000. So at the end of it, the total loan amount was about $421. I forget the exact price of the house, but it's about $421, and that is just automatically added to the loan. That's just part of the process. So yes, it's a free down payment, or no money down payment, but you still have to pay closing costs, and you still have to pay that VA funding fee, which is added into your loan, and you pay that monthly with your, as a part of your mortgage. So those are two or three things I think I just listed about VA loans that I guess we'll kind of say are beneficial, or things that you just definitely need to know. And as far as paying for closing costs, like I said, right now you can have a lot more leverage in getting closing costs in general, not just if you have a VA loan. You can get closing help much more easier now, especially if you're not, like I said, looking for the best house on the block kind of house, or like a really hot house that's been out for a day and already has an offer on it. You probably won't get closing help on that one, depending on the other offers that they have, but more than likely you will not get closing help on that house. You want to pick a house that's been on the market, that's been on the market for quite a few days, and just maybe needs a little bit of help, or maybe it could be moving ready. It just kind of depends. Sometimes certain homes don't sell because of certain reasons. It could be the yard, it could be the location, it could be, whatever. But you definitely want to pick a house that's had a little bit of time on the market, doesn't have any offers on it, that would be your best bet to get your closing costs and closing that 3%, that full closing help. And I think you can actually ask up to don't quote me for VA. I think you can ask for 4 or 5%. Don't quote me on that, but normally 3 is kind of generally the max that you would ask for, and that pretty much covers everything. So if you put down your earnest money and you, let's say for you put down 1%, you want to get just a little bit of that money back, because that 3% is pretty much going to cover all of your closing costs, which is awesome. To be able to get into a house in this market with almost no money down, less than $500 down, is fantastic. So you can still do the same thing with a USDA loan. That loan is similar into as a VA loan. As look, that loan is similar in the fact that with the VA loan, there's no down payment. USDA is 0% down, same kind of thing. It's definitely financed a little different, but they're both government-backed loans. So and I'll talk more about. I have a video about USDA loans on my page already. It's maybe about 2 years old, so I think I'm going to do an update because there have been some changes for the USDA loans as well. But USDA is based off of course, not military. It's based off of your location and where you are trying to purchase the house. It doesn't matter where you live; it matters where you're trying to purchase the house. For the most part, if you're in like a very like urban city kind of area, like in DC, or I was talking to someone a few days ago that was on the live stream. If you're in Houston or in Detroit or in some of those areas, in the actual city, not on the outskirts, those will probably not qualify for USDA, but you have to kind of move just outside. So I know here there's a few cities that qualify that are not considered. I mean, it's still considered the DMV. So it like hands down is considered DMV, and it's considered to be still be in the metro area, but it's kind of just outside of DC, and not all of just outside of DC, but there's some areas right outside of DC that would even qualify for USDA. Okay. So back to VA loans. I think hey, I got a little special guest here. What's up?
I'm trying to look for a charger.
A charger? Look at Maya's room. Look at Maya's room by her bed. Because I only have one charger and I don't have anything plugged in right here. But I'm using one here so that my phone does not die. That's my little 4-year-old Riley. And she is my little sidekick. I think we are actually going to go do a showing. Actually, my husband might be home, so she may not come with me to the showing, but a showing early evening. She may or may not go with me to that showing. I don't know. I have to go check. I have to check and see what time my husband gets home. But that's my little sidekick. She is going to be my little realtor in training. I don't know if she knows it yet. She says she wants to be a chef, but we'll see about that. We will see about that. So VA, USDA, and FHA are the top 3 when it comes to purchasing a home and going through a government-backed program, using a government-backed loan to purchase your house. Okay. I think FHA is probably the most popular one. And that one is actually the highest down payment is 3.5% for that one. And I think, I don't know, I would say for me, neck and neck, I've had buyers use FHA and conventional probably about maybe about half and half. Most of the conventional buyers do already have a house and are using a conventional loan to buy their next home. Yeah, I would say that is the case for the most part. For VA, I've had 2 repeat users and one who was like a first time home buyer who used a VA loan. So they're all good loan products. It just kind of depends on what your financial situation is and if it's worth you using one of the government backed loans, because you do have My throat is a little scratchy. You do have PMI, and the more you put down, of course, if you put down 20%, you don't have to pay PMI at all. And there's tons of other kind of loan options. Like I've talked about the Bank of America one. I've talked about the one that's coming out with that. Well, that's out now with Legacy Home Loans. There's a lot of different options out there. Even Navy Federal has one. There's a NACA program, and then there's grants. So I'm going to do a video also about, excuse me, the grants that are available. And this is going to be more specific towards possibly Maryland. What you need? Oh, possibly Maryland. The grants that are available in Maryland. I wanted to do a full video about that, and it's going to be, I guess it will be more of a how to save on upfront costs when purchasing a house. And I'll quickly go through the loan types in that video, and then I'll start talking about grants and things. Here you go. Here, take the back, or you can just drop it. Grants and things like that are available to people right now. Once January comes, it'll be a whole nother host of things that are available, or it'll be a whole nother host of grants and things that are newly available. What'd you say? You're gonna play with dolls? Okay. Have fun, honey bun. Have fun. Okay, there we go. Grants that will be available again to you all that are looking for down payment assistance. And I just wouldn't write it off. If you're looking to buy a house right now, don't pay attention to whatever it is. I follow MG the Mortgage Guy, if y'all know who that is. And I think he recently posted a reel, which is pretty much exactly how I feel. It's like, what's going in the market, I don't care. And that doesn't mean that I just don't care. I don't follow the stats, because you see that I do on my page. I follow the stats. I do my research. Why does it look like that? Oh, it's a shine. I do my research, but at the end of the day, if you need to buy a house, if you want to invest in where you live and start creating some equity and money for your family, then I don't care. I don't care what the what the interest rates are. I don't care about any of that. I can get you, if you call me, I can get you into your house. We can figure out if you're eligible for a loan or what the best option is for you. I'll connect you with a lender and get you an affordable payment. And if that's not feasible for you right now, then of course you'll have to wait. But if you don't have to wait and you can get into a house that's affordable for you, then let's do it. So that's pretty much how I feel. As far as people saying, don't buy right now, it's a terrible time to buy. Well, it's been a terrible time to buy for what, 2 years now? So it's like, how many years are you going to wait and keep holding off, where as the people in 2020 have equity already? So they said, don't buy it in 2020. Don't buy it 2021. Now it's 2022, and you're still telling people are still telling you not to buy. Your family, the media is telling you not to buy. Then what? What are you going to wait for? What exactly are you going to wait for? Another year, another $30,000 plus on rent, where that $30,000 could have been going into your house, into, a mortgage, into the possibility of selling down the line. Of course, you're not going to sell, you're not going to buy with the intentions like in 2020, those folks, or 2019, with the intentions to sell within 2 or 3 years. I would not bank on that. It could possibly happen, but you definitely want to buy and be staying in that house. So when you buy, you want to know for sure that, you plan to be in that area for a little while. Definitely 5 to 7 years is pretty much typical period. Because you never know what the market is going to do. It's going to do what it's going to do. We know that rental rates are going to continuously go up and go higher and higher and higher. But once you lock in your mortgage is pretty much that. Taxes will go up. Your HOA fees can go up, but it's not going to go up like rent will go up. I have my glasses. I haven't worn my glasses in a while. They're kind of dirty. but I can see better. Ooh, look at that. I need to get my eyes checked as well. I did not get my eyes checked last year. So I need to go, and one of my little kiddos, I need to take her to get her eyes checked as well. Okay, I think that's all I kind of wanted to talk about for VA loans for now. Like I said, I'm going to do another video about VA loans. So if anybody has questions, let me know in the chat anything regarding real estate. I'd be happy to answer your questions. Or let me see, should I go in here? We can look at the MLS and I can show you the house that I'm going to look at later. Let me see if I want to do that. Let me see, guest, invite guests, copy. I think I'm kind of almost a pro at this now. No, I'm not. Private chat. No, I'm not. I'm not a pro. Look, scratch that, scratch that. I don't even know how to put something into my own comments. Well, isn't this something? Post comment. Is this what I need to do? Paste. Okay, so that's how you join the stream. If you want to join the stream, you can join it that way, clicking on that link. And then I want to actually click it, and then I want to share my screen and do a little, it's kind of almost going to be work a little bit. I'm going to be checking the specs on this home and writing them down and make sure I know everything that's going on. Contact the listing agent a little bit later before I go see the house to make sure I can give my buyer all the specs. It doesn't necessarily have to be off the top of my head, really, but oh, my browser doesn't support that technology. Okay, let's do copy link, and I have to use my Google Chrome. That works. That works. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm also applying, y'all, to get my VA license. I would have already sent my application in, but I'm going to send that in today. I have to figure out how to fax virtually. I think I just may have to pay for a service to be able to fax, or I can just go over to my dad's house and fax it. So those are the two options. If he's home, I'll probably just do that. Go to site. If he's home, I'll probably just go do that because, yeah. Okay, I want to mute myself, enter the studio, and then I'm going to share my screen. First, let me log in. Let me log into the back end of this thing. And I'm also going to show you all. First, let's go into, I wanted to look at the USDA map as well. Let's try this. I got some time because I don't think anybody's really in here. So I got some time to kind of play around with this. I'll be on until 1 o'clock, but let me do this first. Okay. All right, I added myself to the stream. I'm loving this technology. Yes, technology. Okay, so let's go into the USDA eligibility map. I think I'm going to try and use StreamYards. I'm not going to, I guess from now on, I'll try to use StreamYards. And before I end this stream, I want to actually kind of play with this. I'm going to play around with this StreamYard app. All right, let's put that up there. Scroll across. Seeker. Okay, so I'm not sure exactly how that looks, but that's okay. All right, let me pull this up and I will show you guys what it looks like. Let's go to, I'm gonna move my camera right here so that I'm not looking too much to the side. And then, let's see, present. So share my screen. All right, so I am sharing my screen. I should be sharing my screen. Maybe I'm not. It says to share my screen, but I don't see it. Oh, gosh. Okay, I have to add my screen to the stream. Oh, why is it so difficult? Okay, so this is the USDA eligible map. Okay, so this is the map of the entire, well, I want to say the entire US. You know, I never even thought about Alaska. So Alaska has some areas that are not eligible as well. So most of the country is eligible for this loan type. As you can see, is, I don't know if Puerto Rico's on there or not, but most of this is eligible. It looks like Florida has a lot of areas that are not eligible. So if you zoom in here, let me see, where's the zoom? Do I have to just use my, oh, 1 second. Just zoom in like this. Well, we're not going to South America. I got my camera in front of my screen. Okay, here we go. We're going to zoom in a little bit and we're going to go to, let's see. Oops. All right, we want to go up to Maryland. Okay, so this is Maryland. If you can kind of see, I wonder if I can make this a little bit bigger. Yeah, I think that's better. Layout. Nope, that's too small. Okay, I hope y'all can see that. I hope that looks okay. Let me actually look. Let me see if I have my stream put up on my iPad. Okay, yeah, you can kind of see that. You can see that. Okay, so this is how it looks for Maryland. If you can kind of see faintly this gray border that kind of goes around and you can see Maryland, okay? So like I said, in Washington, D.C. and surrounding areas, all that in orange is not eligible. But when you go outside of that orange, most of Maryland is eligible in an area for the USDA loan. Of course, you have to do a little bit more than just be buying a home in one of these un-orange places. But okay, so I primarily sell in Charles County, and that is from Brandywine, pretty much south all the way until you get to St. Mary's County down here. Okay, so let's go back up. There are areas in Waldorf over here to the west side, to the east, but pretty much like central or, the fake downtown area is not. The last time I used a VA loan, it was in La Plata. Most of La Plata is eligible for a VA loan. Okay, let's see. Let's go up a little bit higher. And Upper Marlboro, I mentioned Upper Marlboro. If you are familiar with Route 301, to the left, or I would say the west side of 301, most of the area that's on the DC side is not eligible. Andrews, all that area, Clinton, all that area is not eligible. But when you go on the east side, if you're familiar with Marlton and some of these other places, all the way out to the Bay, to the Chesapeake Bay, those areas are eligible. Dunkirk and those kind of areas. So if you're in Upper Marlboro, Brandywine, even some of those places, and you work in DC, it could be beneficial for you to use a VA loan. Oh, I'm sorry, not VA. A USDA loan, save on the upfront costs and maybe even on closing costs. And you can get into your house, find something that's affordable. And yeah. And then there's also a way that I kind of match these two up. Since I kind of have free range, I feel like right now, let's just go and I can give you an example of a house that will be eligible. So you can see that it's not in areas that are, just country living. Okay, I was going to show y'all my password. Oh. Okay, let me go. Oh, I can't even get in. Okay. Oh, my cap lock is on. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to show you guys. I'm just going to put in, I guess I'll just put in Upper Marlboro for now so you can kind of see what it will look like. Upper Marlboro, Maryland. And then there's 203 results. And we want to look at all the results by the map. And like I said, I'm going to zoom in here. This is 301 right here. This is the west side of 301. This is the east side of 301. So if you're looking to use a USDA loan, more than likely this home right here, Village Drive, it will be eligible. This Holloway North will be eligible. This house right here is 380. Looks like it's a split foyer. That would be eligible. This house right here on Brook Meadow. They've recently decreased the price. Okay, so this house has been on the market for 32 days. So this is a prime, truly a must-see. Fix it up and make the price, and make it your own at the price. Okay, so this house was on the market for $440. It's been on the market for 32 days. So this is the kind of house it should be in a USDA eligible area that you can get with hardly anything down. Because first thing you would do is, check out the house. They've already decreased the price. USDA is going to allow you to pay nothing down on this home. And then it looks really cute from the outside. But we'll see, because sometimes the cover is nice and the book is jacked. So far, so good. This is a nice house. So this would be a prime example. This is a beautiful house, okay? Beautiful house. It may need some upgrades. It looks like these cabinets are probably stained, and it may look like there's an old stain, but there's some nice features. They got this glass cabinet right here. So some recessed lighting. Floor looks like there was maybe some kind of rug right here, but the floor is in pretty good condition as well. This is a nice house. Okay, so of course I would have to run the comps to see if this is truly at a price where you can kind of make those little upgrades. But you can get this house with virtually no money. Look at this backyard. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so this is $439,900, right? So I'm not going to do the whole calculation right now, but you can pretty much get this house more than likely with no money down. Let me see. 3%. If you did purchase it, they didn't. The original price was $440, and they only lowered the price by $100. So they only lowered the price by $100, probably just to get it under $440. But to get closing help, now I don't know math like that. So 3%. So that's $13,000. So they didn't even change the price that much. Oh, there's a text. Sorry. They didn't even change the price that much. So, yeah, you'll be getting $13,000 toward your closing help if you were to get a house like this. It's in a USDA eligible area. And then you would just have to make sure that your payment is affordable. And that's all there is. That's all there is to it. So those people who are saying, don't buy, it's kind of like, don't buy. Nobody can buy right now, because there are people buying and there are people making good decisions still in this market. A lot of people have gotten pretty much knocked out of the market, but not everybody. Okay, so that's an example of a house where you can get use a USDA loan. I don't know if they mentioned it. Some realtors really don't advertise it, but it's something that you should really advertise, especially in this market that you have a listing in a USDA eligible area. But that's a really nice house. And I can actually do the numbers on it and let you know how much that would cost you. Let me see. Let me look at the taxes. How much it would be per month. Now, this is not like, I feel like this would not be starter home kind of prices. And of course, if you have money to put down, put the money down, or you can take that closing cost money, that $13,000, and use that to buy down your rate and make your rate better, and that will make your mortgage more affordable. And then pay your closing costs, pay the $13,000, and in closing costs, and then use that $13,000 towards buying your rate down and making your payment a little more affordable for you. That's always a good option. When you get the seller help, it comes in seller concessions, where it's not saying seller closing costs, where you're just getting the money can only go towards closing costs. Like, even if you got over the amount, that closing costs will go towards other stuff. That closing help is just seller concessions, and it would just go towards something else. So if you get closing costs and say it covers that plus some, then it'll go towards something else, any of your other fees and payments and stuff like that. Okay, the taxes on this is 5213. The HOA is low. Oh no, that's monthly. Okay, HOA is kind of average, pretty good actually. Monthly fee for HOA is $100. And the home price, say if you just kept it and the comps, justified it being $439,900. And you did, let's say you did 0 down payment, USDA. Okay, so this is a 4-bedroom, 3 full bath, 1 half bath, 1,800 square feet, and your payment would be about $3,600 a month. So like I said, for me, in my opinion, of course, everybody's in different situations, but typically first-time home buyer, this would not be the price range that you want to look in, but there are other things that are cheaper than this and could be comparable in size, and they may have this price just a little too high. It is on a good amount of land. A 1/4 acre here is, not too far from DC. That's pretty good to have. A 1/4 acre. But like I said, if you're in Maryland, to the west side of 301 on the DC side, USDA is not always going to be, is going to not be eligible. And here's the map right here. So here's the map again. If you want me to go to your state, feel free to put into, I hope nobody's, y'all, I didn't know people was in here. Hey, Marlene. Hey, Vicky. Hey, y'all. I was looking at the banner. I had the banner. Y'all, I don't know. StreamYard, me and StreamYard, we're not here just yet. Okay. So, hey, y'all, thank you for coming in. I'm looking to buy. I like when there are no closing costs. Oh, that's nice. Hey, Bree, chat and listening for work. Okay. Thanks, y'all. But okay, Marlene, let's see. So you're in Florida. I know it looks like a lot more in Florida than I thought would be eligible. So the orange are the places that are not eligible. Okay, so pretty much most of the southern tip of Florida is not eligible. This whole little part, Miami, none of that stuff is eligible. You would have to go to, let's zoom in. I don't even know how to say that word. Ibo Cali, I don't know what that is. But pretty much Okeechobee, like the inner parts of southern Florida, which I don't know why. I'm kind of surprised that the map looks like this in Florida. So even like Orlando, I figured that Orlando and the surrounding areas of Orlando and that whole Disney, Kissimmee area is not eligible. Most of the main cities is not going to be eligible for. So say you're in Jacksonville. See how the Jacksonville and that whole here, we call it a beltway. I'm not sure what it's called. Oh, Markley. Is that what it is? But and that this area right here is in orange, not available, not eligible for USDA. But this whole west side, of course, Tallahassee is another big city. That one's not. Panama City, same thing. But a lot more northern area is eligible for that loan type. And this is a loan where there's no down payment. Okay, so let's go back up to Maryland. And let's look at, see if you can see all the big cities. All the big cities. There's even places in New York, the state, but of course not the city where you can use this loan. And of course my thing says VA, and I'm off to FHA, to USDA, but just bear with me, y'all, because I talked about VA loans in the beginning of this stream. So now I have moved on. So excuse me if you came here for VA, you're going to have to rewind. But basically, I was just telling you all, if you had a VA loan and you were denied or your offer wasn't chosen, this is still a good time to try again, basically. Try again. Okay, so let's go back to Upper Marlboro, because Upper Marlboro is pretty popular. It's one of the richest areas, really. It's pretty diverse. Let's see, this Marlton area and even Brandywine. So this is where I'm looking here. And then here, okay? So this house is $700,000 and it looks like it is not complete yet. Let's see what else they got. This house is this house is 380. Let's look at this house and see what it looks like. And this is another one. This one's been on the market, and this must need a lot of work. It's been on the market consecutively for 136 days, and then it was put back on the market. So in that time, it's been on for 65 days. What's wrong with this house? Okay, let's see. They've gone down 10,000 since October 9th. Marlboro Meadows. So this is another house, another prime example of a house that's sitting here. If there's no major issues going on with it and you like this style house, you like the area, this one, it will be eligible for a USDA loan where you don't have to put any money down. And more than likely for this one, to be on the market for 136 days, you would definitely get some closing help. I doubt that there are any other, seems like that's not that many pictures, 17 pictures. Yeah, you could definitely get some closing help or use that money to pay down your rate. Now this is 380. The price for this one, I'm sure this doesn't have HOA. No HOA on this one. The price is 380. Oops, not PPP. 380. The taxes are 4422. 4442. Somebody's at my door. But it doesn't matter. If they don't have a key, they're not getting in. All right. 0. So this would be about $3,000 a month. And that's based off of a 7.3 interest rate, but I'll use 7.1 to make it sound a little better. So that's my husband. Okay. 3,000. Yeah, 3,000 a month. Okay. All righty. And that is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And that's not bad. 3,000 for a whole house. If you get in a 3-bedroom and trying to rent right now, something that's pretty decent, you're gonna pay close to 27 to 3,000 a month. Especially for a whole house, you're gonna pay a lot more than that. Minimum, I think, for a single family is about 3,000. Let me see if there's anything else that I can show that is USDA eligible right now in Maryland. That's in Upper Marlboro. Let's see. Crofton. I do have a listing coming up in Crofton, Maryland too. And that's in Anne Arundel County. So that's like 2 counties over from where I normally work. This right here, I know is going to be USDA eligible. And by it being in the southern part of Maryland, this is like Brandywine. Brandywine can have some huge houses out there. All right, let's look at this one. This is 829. It's been on the market for 47 days. This is another one, a bigger house, a more, on the luxury side. This one's not completed, so I'm not sure if this is the base price at 829.9 or not. But this is actually still considered Upper Marlboro. Look at that, empty. So this is the plot, which is very nice. It's very private. So that must be. They must have used that number just to show what kind of house. Okay, I see the little driveway. What kind of house could be here, and about how much it will cost between the land and putting the house here. Okay, that's cool, but we're not going to look at pictures of grass right now. Not grass, but that's a good for somebody who's trying to build. That's a good. I kind of like when they do that. It's a good way to look at the house all together with the land and kind of give you an estimate. Normally in those kind of listings, they'll show the builder that they recommend as well. Am I at? Oh, it's almost 1:00. Oh, look at the little fall. Now is this one is not completed yet either. This is a new construction to be built Caruso home. Builder does not own the land, so it's kind of being advertised by them. But it's on 3 acres. And these are the kind of opportunities that are really good for people who don't want to really necessarily live in a development. And this is not the home that, of course, will be there because it doesn't exist. Not yet. But yeah, let's see. Let me pull this up like this. Oh, this is so pretty. New construction really kind of makes you, I love these stools. New construction can really kind of make you spoiled. Oh, look at that. That's so nice. Raphael, look at this picture real quick. My husband just got home. Look how they did this like movie kind of room. They didn't use movie seats, but they have like those little chairs. Isn't that cute? You see the popcorn? It's all like neutral kind of pictures.
Yeah, that's neat.
Nice and clean looking.
I don't know where they found modern looking chairs that big.
They're probably about $1,000 a piece.
Yeah.
I like this too. I like this bench. But yeah, the decor in the new construction homes are just so nice. You really kind of get like, spoiled looking at these because it's like, everything is done. You almost want it to be like exactly. Hey, Angela, you almost want the homes to be exactly how they are. This 2-story family room. So pretty. So pretty. But this is in Upper Marlboro. So if you're interested in something like this is what the house could look like, and you buy the land. Like this one, the builder does not own the land. Some builders do have lots where you can purchase lots from the builder in areas that they already purchased the land, and you don't have to do it separately. But this way you can contact Caruso as a builder, buy your land, and you can get the loan wrapped up all into one. But yeah, this is, look at this angle. This is my favorite angle. When you look from the kitchen, you can see that open concept is really open. And then you have the 2-story family room. It's just beautiful. It's just beautiful. I kind of like these stools too. But yeah, and this would be a USDA loan you can get used to buy a home like this as well. So there's no, of course, this is not the neighborhood, but I really like that. I have an area in my house. I think these pictures will go really nicely. I may have to screenshot that. Look at the shower. Oh, but yeah, so this one is built by Caruso. I think Caruso pretty much has a good reputation, at least in our area. I haven't heard too many bad things about Caruso Homes and the builders for Caruso. The basement is a little too gray for me. I actually don't know what's wrong with the quality of the pictures either. But I used to love this color orange. I had an accent wall at my old house that was that color. Okay, this is a whole nother house. And yeah, I don't really care for that. But yeah, so I think I'm going to end my live stream right here. I'm glad I did StreamYard so I can kind of get more familiar and share my screen and all that good stuff. Let's see, let's just say for kicks and giggles. I'll say kicks and giggles. Let's go up to New Jersey where Vicky is. All right, let me see. I passed New Jersey. Let me see. New Jersey. Philadelphia? Where the heck is New Jersey at? I need to find out. I know where Atlantic City is. I know I'm there, but where are the borders? New Jersey's kind of skinny. Where are the borders for New Jersey? Trenton. Okay, I see the border. Okay, Trenton. So this is New Jersey. Like this way. Okay, so pretty much right outside of New York, all that little area right there is not eligible, but there are places in New Jersey that are. I would say almost half of it is not eligible, but the side that's closer to Pennsylvania and the southern part is eligible. So let's just see. Is a military base right here, Fort Dix. If you want to be around Fort Dix, any of that area would be eligible. I'm not sure what the homes look like out there. And I don't even think my MLS goes out that far. Wait, Fort Dix. Is that in New Jersey? There's so many roads and lines. I know the shape of Maryland. But yeah, that looks like it's still New Jersey. Yeah, it looks like New Jersey stops where this river is. Somebody want to come to Jersey. I mean, the people in Jersey might want to be in Jersey and stay in Jersey. I don't know. But yeah, it looks like about half of Jersey is eligible and half is not eligible. And I think a lot of people that come from New York have been leaving to go to New Jersey. And I think a lot of people are also coming back to New York, actually. It seems like 2020, a lot of people were leaving, but I think some of the people are actually returning back to New York. A lot of people are leaving California as well. But as far as New York, is pretty much not a lot of places like New York out there. But I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now. Actually, let me keep sharing the screen and let me play with StreamYards and see if I can get myself out of here. Remove from stream. Look at that. I am a pro. I'm a StreamYard pro now. Vicky, how have I never heard of Slap Your Mama season? Vicky, I've lived in New Jersey when I was young. That's very good. Yeah, I like Slap Your Mama. I don't use it a whole lot, but I got it. I got it in my cabinet. But yeah, that's going to end my stream for today. I think I'm going to change my outfit here and do a video or edit a video. I'll probably edit a video instead of doing a new one so I don't get sidetracked of what I already have recorded. But yeah, 2 videos a week. I'm going to come live. I think evenings may be better. I've tried the noon time as well today, but Bree, the taxes here are I couldn't even imagine. Because we complain about our taxes here. I cannot even imagine how high New Jersey, and they've got extra. It's there's no way. I like New Jersey, but I was a kid. Yeah, the only time I've been to New Jersey is really to go to Atlantic City. I've been to Atlantic, and I might go there for my birthday in December. So, but I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do for my birthday. I might end up in Atlantic City. I haven't been there. Haven't been there in years. And I know at one point it was kind of like going downhill, and now I think it's kind of like reviving and stuff. So I don't care. I'm easy to please. I can go to New Jersey and have a good time. I can have fun anywhere I go. I told y'all they charge an exit tax. Yes, yes. I had never even I never even heard of that. When you said they had an exit tax, I'm like, what? What? They try to get money any way they can. That's what I'm telling you. People, that's another thing. So, like in New Jersey, they charge an exit tax. I'm not sure what other states do that, but y'all, everything is high, everything is a scam, and you're either gonna play and play the game and do the best you can in this scammy country we live in, or you're just gonna not. Some people choose alternative, and you're not renting from anyone, you're living off the grid, or there are other options. But as far as renting and buying, it's a lot of scams out here. Even credit. I mean, I play the credit game, and it's like, if you want to do anything, girl, Atlantic City is garbage. Okay, Atlantic City is garbage, but I like the Tropicana Hotel, and I can put my little money in for the penny machines and the penny slots, even though they're not a penny anymore. They're so much higher than they used to be back. I'm not going to say back in the day because I'm not old, but back in the day, Vicky, oh my, Sally Julia, single tax. It's a high tax. It's a high tax for one salary. But back in the day, Atlantic City used to be, garbage. I mean, I don't really know. There was a time where Atlantic City really wasn't, garbage, but you can go play your little slots, have a little fun, and then just going back home. It's not a place where you would really go for a vacation. It's more like to me, like a staycation kind of spot. Like, just like here, people say that Ocean City is, what do they call? They call Ocean City, some people do call it Ocean Shitty, right? But I can have fun anywhere I go. So, I mean, I can go to a hotel around the corner and I can relax and have a good time. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Ocean City, there's an ocean, there's a beach. It's nice enough. The beach is pretty long, and I can have fun. It's good enough for the kids. It's right around the corner. We don't have to get on a plane. We don't have to do any of that. I have 40 acres and a house, and my taxes are only 4,000. What? 4,000 a year? Now you want to make me look at North Carolina just to see what North Carolina is kind of looking like for eligibility. I know they have to have a lot. Pretty sure like Charlotte, Durham, Raleigh, Greensboro, those kind of places are not going to be eligible. Yeah, Winston-Salem, Charlotte, but most of the east of North Carolina is considered eligible for like a USDA loan. So if you want to move to North Carolina from Maryland or wherever, man, 40 acres. That's a lot. A lot of people are buying land as well. My county has great taxes, Union County. Oh, Union County. Daughters in Mecklenburg County. Union County. I don't know where that is. I would have to Google it. I don't even know if that's east or west. But that's good. Angela, I barely have an acre ranch with 4 bedrooms, 2 full baths, sunroom, and pay $1,600. That's high. It's higher than here, but it's it's comparable, but that's definitely higher than here. I don't know how many square feet that is, but 4 bedrooms, that's comparable to here. But you can get, I don't know, here it's hard to find land unless you're actually in the country. It's hard to find land. Like the way we ended up picking our house, the acres, well, we're not on an acre, but just to even get just under a quarter acre, it's kind of hard. So, but we have area next to our house that's not ours and doesn't actually belong to anybody. It belongs to, this is like the county. They cut that grass and stuff, but it's connected to our yard. So I claim the whole thing. So yeah, I claim that whole area. And so it kind of looks like it's our area. I mean, and it will probably end up being about an acre. And we don't have to, of course, pay taxes on that land. And as long as we don't get it fenced, then nobody will ever know. I mean, it looks like our land. If somebody asks me, I'm not going to lie and say it is. But and we are on the sub. So for the other 2000. Vicky, you need to move to Maryland. Go ahead, pay that exit tax and move on to Maryland. But all right, y'all, I'm going to get off this computer and do some, stay on the computer actually, and do some editing and get my videos out because y'all know I'm trying to do 2 videos a week. And I will call y'all back. I think I'm going to do every Friday live, and I think I'm going to change it to the evening, even though I don't really want to do the evening. But I want to change it to the evening because there's less people at the house in the evening. But that's okay. I'm gonna do the evening. If y'all have not liked the video, yeah, probably have. I think I have like 5 likes. But yeah, I'm gonna end the stream right here, and I will see y'all in the next video. If y'all didn't see my last video, it's only like 2 minutes long. If y'all can go ahead and watch that, it's a house that I had a showing for last week. And it's a full house tour. I think I did a short of it. But yeah, am I frozen? Oh no, I'm not frozen. Okay. All right, y'all. Thank you so much. See y'all. Bye.